Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Yami, back with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be doing a Masked Hero profile for you guys. I'm going to go into some combos and go into a first turn for you guys so you can see what to do and what would be best. But for right now, let's get started. For main deck, you're going to want to run 3 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. That's your only 3. Run 2 Bobbleman, 2 Goblinberg, and 2 Summoner Monk. You only want to run 1 Alias because you don't really use him much. Usually I just use him for my 4-star Xyz, and sometimes I use him for Koga or Shining, but that's just like a last resort type thing. For the spells, I have 3 Mass Change. That way you can get your Mass Heroes on the field. I have 3 A Hero Lives, just in case you get a dead hand. Have 3 Mass Charge so you can get your Elemental Hero and your Form Change or Mass Change, whatever you want to use back. Have 3 MSTs to stop back row because Mirror Force is very, very devastating against this deck. Miracle Fusion, I have it at 2. I have 2 Emergency Calls to get my heroes in my hand, just in case I have a dead hand. Run 2 Form Change, that way whenever they attack, you can change forms. The attack gets stopped because the target's no longer on the field. Plus, if you Mass Change into like Acid, you can blow up their back row and kind of damage the monster's attack. Mass Change 2, just in case I'm out of Mass Change. Polymerization for my fusions. I run 1 Rhoda, which kind of sucks now because Rhoda's down to a 1 coming up on the 9th. I run 1 Forbidden Lance. That way, say somebody uses a Mirror Force, you can quick play Forbidden Lance and save one of your monsters. Good thing to do, just in case you don't have Form Change. For traps, I don't really run that many, but I run 2 Breakthrough Skill for effect monsters. Helps out a little bit, especially with Trish. I run 2 Mirror Force. I run 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, and 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Alright, now on to the extra deck. I run Heroic Champion Excalibur for his detach effect. You can detach 2 and he gains double the attack. So instead of being 2,000, he goes to 4,000, and you can do pretty much a lot of damage with him. I run 1 Gaia for one of the fusions. Whenever he's summoned, you take half of one of the monsters your opponent controls attack, and he gains it, and then they lose half of it, which is pretty cool. Get a nice little beater on the field. I run 3 Maestro Darklaw for a Banish effect. Once per turn, whenever your opponent adds a card to hand besides draw phase, you get to banish a card from their hand. That's only once per turn, and then anything that goes to their graveyard gets banished instead, so it really messes up a lot of decks. I run number 103, Ragnazerom. This is good for decks that use field spells because you can detach and destroy a monster that has a different attack than what it originally was. So say Dark World, you could destroy Grapha because he's at 3,000 with gates, but he was originally at 2,700, so you could destroy him, get him off the field and attack. I run 2 Koga, but I'm going to be only running 1 here soon. I'm going to be getting a second Anki, but you'll see him in a bit. He gains 500 attack for every monster your opponent controls, which is kind of cool, especially if they have a full board. Elemental Hero Squirtle for one of my other fusions. He gains 100 attack for every Elemental Hero in the graveyard, which is pretty good. He's a nice last minute guy, just in case they get most of your heroes in the graveyard. Good thing to do. Absolute Zero. For another one of the fusions, whenever he leaves the field, destroy all monsters that your opponent controls. So he has pretty cool little duties at 2500, so he has a pretty good attack.
Come off the bed.
So run one Master Hero Acid for the back row effect. Whenever he's summoned, it destroys all back row, which is pretty cool because they can't BTH him, but you can use Solemn against him, which kind of sucks. But you can run as many of these as you want, well, up to 3. I'm only using 1 because he's kind of a hard card to get. 2600 attack. Whenever he's summoned, like I said, it blows up back row. Anything that has set spells and traps on their side of the field, so field spells go to. And all their monsters that are currently on the field lose 300 attack. Kind of helps out, especially if they have only a 300 attack monster. Elemental Hero the Shining. He gains, I think, 300 for every banished Elemental Hero. So that helps out with Miracle Fusion because you have to banish the materials. But whenever he gets into the graveyard, you can add 2 banished Elemental Heroes back to your hand, which is pretty cool. Get those back just in case somebody banishes one of your Shadow Mist. Master Hero Anki, only run 1 right now. I'm going to be getting a second one. He's pretty cool. Whenever he destroys a monster by battle, you can add a change quick play spell, so you can go for like Mass Change 2, Form Change, stuff like that. He can also attack your opponent directly, so if he has a monster on the field and you'd rather not take it off the field for fear of like back row effects or something, you can just attack him directly for 24 or for 14 because it takes the damage in half, which is pretty cool. And last, I run Contrast Hero Chaos. I may or may not be taking him out, but for right now, he's pretty cool. 3k beater. You can negate Dispel a Trap once per turn, which is pretty cool. I think it's only during your turn. You can target one face-up card on the field and negate that target's effect until the end of this turn. So it doesn't really say... Yeah, it does. Once per turn during either player's turn. Okay. He's counted as a light and a dark. So if you have a field spell for light monsters, helps him out. A field spell for dark monsters helps him out, obviously. He's a pretty cool little dude. So give me a little bit to shuffle, and I'll be right back. Alright, so just to prove to you guys that I'm shuffling, so you guys know for a fact I didn't rig the cards or anything. Alright, so you guys do a high roll, and you win, you get first. Draw your 5 cards. Let's see. Awesome. So first turn, you're going to want to go for Darklaw. That way you can get their monsters, spells, traps, everything that goes to their graveyard banished. So in this case, you would go ahead and set your Compulsory and your Breakthrough Skill. Go ahead and have those set, just in case they have monsters that get effects. Summoner Monk, he goes to defense. You can pitch a spell card, so send Miracle Fusion to grave, and special summon from deck a level 4 monster. And in this case, you would go for Shadow Mist. Since he was special summoned, you get to add a change quick play spell to hand. So you would go for Mass Change. Go ahead and activate it after your opponent shuffles your cards. If they choose, they don't really have to, but it's recommended because you don't want to just have a still deck. It's good to shuffle. Mass Change on Shadow Mist. Go ahead and get Darklaw on the field. You already normal summon for the turn, so you can't really do much there. You pass to your opponent, they get a monster on the field, Compulse. Next turn, they have no monsters on the field, you draw. You could use Summoner Monk's effect again, pitch a hero lives, special summon Shadow Mist again, get Mass Change in your hand. Go ahead and shuffle. And after you get done shuffling, activate Mass Change. But this time, go for Masked Hero Anki. He's a pretty cool little dude. Like I said, he can attack direct. And whenever he destroys a monster of a battle, add a change quick play spell to hand. So this turn, you didn't normal summon. So you could go ahead and normal summon Alias. And then you could swing with 24, 28, and 19 if they didn't have any monsters. If they did, swing with Anki if they only had one because he's a 28. So that kind of blows up any monster that they have. But in this case, you would want to go for your lowest attack. So like if they had a 1700 on the field, go with Alias and then attack with these guys so you get their full attack. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, you want to go in for Summoner Monk. He's a great guy to go into. Just pitch a spell card and special summon from deck. So that helps out getting Anki and Darklaw on the field. But I'll be right back with all the cards you need for the combos. Alright, so these are basically all the cards you're going to need for your combos. Like I showed you with the first turn, Summoner Monk, pitch a spell card. Say that those are in your hand, pitch a spell card, special summon Shadow Mist from deck, Mass Change into Darklaw, or Anki, depending on what you're doing. Call the Haunted. Whenever Shadow Mist is engraved, special summon them and get Mass Change from deck, go for it. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, with Form Change, like I was showing you, it works with any fusion monster, so Mastios are fusions. So if you have Kog on the field, you can Form Change into Anki, attack directly, or if you have Anki on the field, Form Change, into Acid, or if you have Acid, Form Change into the Shining, into Contrast Hero. Basically, it's any one with the same level but a different name. So you could basically go for any of your fusions except for Darklaw and Gaia, which kind of sucks, but it works out because they're the more powerful ones. So those are the ones that you're going to want to go for. A Hero Lives is basically a last resort. Pay half your life points, special summon from deck, go for Darklaw or Anki. Mass Change 2 for those times that you don't have Mass Change or Form Change. That helps out, especially if somebody attacks into it. Attack into Mass Change or Mass Change 2. Pitch a spell card, get Darklaw back into... Actually, no, it goes to grave and then summon again. Goblindberg, if you have Goblindberg and Shadow Mist in hand, normal summon Goblindberg, switch him to defense, special summon Shadow Mist, add a change, quick play spell, Mass Change, and then Mass Change into Anki. Bubble Man is basically for Acid. He's a pretty cool dude to get on the field. Definitely helps you out, blows up back row and whatnot. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. Catch you guys later.